Hi everybody and welcome back. So got a big one tonight. This is one I've been waiting on for a while. And in fact it's so big I'm having a little bit of trouble fitting it in frame here. I can't hardly get far enough away to get the whole box in frame very well. So bear with me there. But this is the Aliens Xenomorph Queen figure from NECA. I don't know if it's it's probably not the largest figure they make since they make the big statues, but I think it's certainly the largest one in the Aliens collection. And it's going to be one of the larger ones in mine. I think the only things I have that are going to be bigger than this would be my Terminator arm and my Nakatomi Plaza are taller. But this thing is huge and very cool. So I partially had the box open, but put her back in the box just so I could show you how everything is lined up inside of here. So the front of the box, some very cool images of these looks like 7-inch figures webbed to the wall, with the gooey stuff that the aliens used, a lot of eggs in there. I wish that she came with some eggs like this. So I have one egg that is with my bisected bishop figure that will be around where I keep this thing displayed, but I'm going to have to get some more eggs, I think, to just make it look a little bit better. So she's going to be posed with my NECA loader, and there were no eggs in that scene, but I'll have them on the shelf that way. So you can see her in the box in the window. So the box has two windows, one here with the loading zone marking around it, and then one in the end of the box, so you can see her in there. And then the back of the box is just a nice shot of her, and talking about how this was for the 35th anniversary of Alien. So at the end of the box there she is, up against one of their Marine figures, and I think the other, that's it. The top of the box has some slightly different, I guess a third person over there with their hand up. So that's pretty cool. Since I can't hardly get it all in frame, I'll do what I can here. Get her out. So a quick look at what she comes with. So she comes with these spikes, these spines that go on her back underneath her crown. She comes with two mouths, a small one that fits up inside of her mouth, and then an extended one like she's actually striking and attacking, and then these two metal rods and this brace to actually hold her up with. So let's see, with that I'll start cutting her out. And see just how many tie wraps there are. So that's 4 so far. And so I had been waiting for this. I ordered it from Amazon, and I got some super slow, super saver shipping, I guess. One of my friends joked that they must have gave it to a kid on a bike to deliver, because this took a little while to get here. But for the price it was right. So let's see, there's her. And we'll get her pieces out here. Of course they're all taped down. So I was a little concerned when I ordered this. I started reading about it, and it seemed like there is a ton of traffic online about this thing being heavily counterfeited, and people winning them on eBay for $40 and getting a counterfeit. Mine certainly wasn't that cheap. I got mine for $120 on Amazon. Again, one of the more expensive figures for me. Most of the time what I buy is in that, $25 to $40 range, but I'd been eyeballing this thing forever, and it sat in my cart forever, and just finally went ahead and pulled the trigger and got her. So so that is everything out of the plastic, and we'll set her up here. Her tail is super flexible and can be posed just about any way that you want. So she is very articulated. I'm kind of impressed there. So she's got articulation at the ankle, the toes. They kind of have an extra backward knee here, regular knee, and then the hip. So I'm going to cut here and come back with her standing with the braces. So here she is standing up. So my main issue with her right off the bat, and I'm not trying to be too critical because it is a very nice looking figure, is she just will not stand on her own. So her hips just are flexible enough that they will not stand. So I don't know, I hadn't even looked. I don't know if she has pegs in her feet. She does not. So I don't think you could peg her down and make her stay. So all I can say is it's a good thing she came with this base. So the spines are something here that or spikes rather, not really spines. Spikes you add on, they come separate from her in the package. I'll get you up a little bit here where you can see them. Already had one fell out, so they're held in with these little double ball joint pieces, kind of like the wrists on a lot of the 7-inch figures. I'll pop that one back in a minute, but her crown hits the spikes when it's all the way back. I did put in the extended mouth. This is the small mouth up close. Let me get it in the light here. Nice detail on it, but I plan to pose her striking at Ripley and the loader. So that's how she looks with the striking mouth in. And I love how they did the tendons on the side of her mouth. As her mouth opens, they come out, and that fell out on me. This is held in. Both of these have a little keyed spot on the back, and you just shove it up into her mouth. The head. Let me move the camera here. The head is very poseable. Of course, the mouth opens and closes, like I said, very wide. You can bring it down, back and forth, pivot, and then the crown slides back and forth on her head. As you remember in the movie, first time we see her, you just see the crown, and then you see her head kind of slide out of it. So they've done that so you can make that kind of effect with her if you want. The paint job on her is very nice. I really like it. A lot of blue, a lot of gray, very cool looking. My main issue is going to be just the strength of these legs. It should have been a lot tighter ball joint back there, I think, just to support the weight of a figure like this. But still an incredible looking figure. I'm going to love having it on my shelf. So here's her crown up close. You can see the detail, the bony plates and the structure of it, the blues, the grays, the silver spots on her knuckles, her hands hinge and turn. Same with the little secondary arms here. She has gold or copper colored accents on her neck. Her head's very posable on the end of the neck. Of course, the neck moves too, and she's got that same copper coloring down the sides of her legs, and of course that huge tail. So this thing is about 30 inches head to tail is what the box claimed, and I don't doubt it. It's big. And then she stands, it says 15 inches tall at full height. So just to give you an idea, the bar that I have supporting her there is about 6 inches long, and then you can use this bar as well to really stand her up tall. And I'll probably have a couple shots like that in the end of the video, a couple pictures. I'm going to put her next to some of my 7 inches figures and let you see how she stacks up to it and the loader. She is supposed to be scaled with the loader. It's going to be very nice having her on the shelf. So I had another queen. If you go back and look at my loader video, you can see my queen is from Eagle Moss, and it's kind of small compared to this, no articulation at all. But this is just this is well worth it. I can't get over it. I'm glad that I bought this thing. Been waiting a while, been wanting it. I think when it first came out it was about $200, and the price has dropped a bit. I think I said earlier in the video when I first ordered it I was a little bit worried about counterfeit. I started reading about how this is just I guess a heavily counterfeited figure, and people who buy it on eBay for, end up buying it for $30 or $40 are just astounded when they find out it's a counterfeit. So I had my concerns. I don't think it's a counterfeit. Just judging by the box and the figure itself, the paint job, it looks quality to me. If you do have suspicions of counterfeit, though, I did contact NECA through their Facebook page, and they said that they would take a look at pictures if you have a suspect counterfeit and try to see if they can determine. My only beef, like I said, is the legs just being so easy to move. And so the leg itself, if you look in there, not only does the leg turn, but what it is attached to turns. So it's way flexible. So I think actually while I'm here now, I'm going to try to stand her up all the way, and her feet are just a little bit funky. It kind of looks like she's wearing high heels. Just lay her down there and get this other rod out. I'm going to need it. Oh, and then this is the base that stands her up with. I assume that that's supposed to be a big A for aliens. Okay, so there she is, a little bit more stood up, and I think that standing her up that way, that's how you're hitting that 15 inches of height. I don't have a tape measure handy, but she's pretty big. Like I say, this is about a 6-inch rod here, and I'd say she's a good 12 inches to the top of her crown, especially if you were to tilt her head so. With that, I'll quit rambling about it. If you can find this one, pick it up. It's very cool, very nice. I don't know about you, but a huge fan of Aliens. It's definitely my favorite one in the series. It was, action-packed, had a good story to it, and great action scenes, and of course the loader fight. I mean, the loader fight is one of the ultimate moments in sci-fi and monster movies, if you ask me. So with that, I'll let you go, and come back and see me again. Like and subscribe below. Hit the bell. That'll give you notices. I put out a video every Tuesday and Friday, or I have been rather, and been dropping an extra one here and there. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
Get away from her, you bitch!